Please confirm this. Am I clearly audible? Yeah, good evening guys. Good evening Rohini. Good evening Abhimanyu. Please confirm this. Am I clearly audible? थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल ग्लिच के कारण थोड़ा सेशन हमारा थोड़ा सा 5 मिनट थोड़ा लेट हुआ है बिकॉज ऑफ द टेक्निकल ग्लिच. काइंडली कोऑपरेट. हाँ, ये बैकग्राउंड वाले ही कह रहा हूँ मैं. पता नहीं क्या हो गया ऑल ऑफ अ सडन. ठीक है, चलो जब तक ये सही हो जाता है शुरुआत तो करते हैं. So first of all, good evening and Jai Hind everyone. My name is Educator Abhijit sir and I welcome you all on this wonderful platform of Unacademy Let's Crack CSE, जहाँ पे हम लोग लेके आए आपके लिए उम्मीद सीरीज, है ना. 2024 की आपकी जो प्रीलिम्स को लेके अटेम्प्ट को लेके जो उम्मीद है, उस उम्मीद पे खड़े होते हुए हम लोग ये सीरीज लेके आए हैं. आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है. आवाज सही है, टेंशन मत लो, आप आवाज बहुत बढ़िया है. ठीक है, चलो चलो जल्दी से ब्रीफिंग करता हूँ और स्टार्ट करते हैं. सो माय नेम इज एडवोकेट अभिजीत सर. आई एम प्रोफेशनल एडवोकेट in Bombay High Court. I'm an advocate, come educator, come mentor by passion. I have done my LLM in constitutional law. I'm doing my PhD in law also. I have done my other masters in political science, geography, economics and commerce. Almost 9 years of teaching and mentoring experience मुझे है. को-ऑथर रह चुका हूँ मैं टाटा मैग्नो पब्लिकेशंस के साथ. देखो ये मेरा रेफरल कोड है. दिस इज माय रेफरल कोड. अभी तो फिलहाल 50% डिस्काउंट चालू है. अगर आपने रेफरल कोड यूज करते हो तो आपको और 10% डिस्काउंट मिलेगा प्लस 6 महीने का आपको फ्री सब्सक्रिप्शन भी मिलेगा. ये रेफरल कोड आपके सामने है, आप इसको यूज कर सकते हो. और ये पूरी सब्जेक्ट्स की लिस्ट है जो मैं आपको पढ़ाऊंगा ओवर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. आई एम क्लियर? वेंकी क्या हो गया? आवाज कम आ रहा है क्या? मुझे समझ में आता आवाज कम क्यों आ रहा है. वॉइस इज लो. ठीक है, चलो जल्दी से. So what is this? This is an attempt for prelims 2024. जो भी 2024 का अटेम्प्ट दे रहे हैं उनके लिए 5000 MCQs, detailed discussions, exam oriented approach. The series name is Prelims per Prahar. This is the name of the series, Prelims per Prahar. Okay, ये सीरीज कब होता है वेंकी? जल्दी से. ये अनअकैडमी ऐप पे होता है. दिस हैपेंस ऑन अनअकैडमी ऐप. टाइमिंग क्या है इसके? एवरी डे मंडे टू सैटरडे. वन इज एक तो दोपहर को 12 बजे होगा या रात को शाम को 10 बजे होगा. ठीक है. एंड बिलीव में दिस 5000 MCQs इज एब्सोल्युटली फ्री. इसका कोई चार्ज नहीं है. अर्चना गुड इवनिंग डियर, जय हिंद. एम आई क्लियर? तो हम लोग प्रेसिडेंट चैप्टर कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, ये पूरा हमने प्रेसिडेंट चैप्टर की बेसिकली मैंने लिया है पूरा, है ना. ये हमने किया है. जल्दी से आज इम्पीचमेंट वगैरह करेंगे. आर्टिकल 61, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे एक बात बताना चाहूंगा मैं. ठीक है, हाँ यहाँ तो अगर आपको याद है हमने पढ़ा है बेसिकली दैट डे, परसों ने हमने पढ़ा है कि सब राष्ट्रपति जब ओथ लेते हैं, whenever the president takes an oath, है ना, he takes an oath of what? Oath of protect the संविधान, डिफेंड द संविधान, प्रिजर्व द संविधान. संविधान हो या बेसिकली लॉ हो, अगर if he does not protect, does not defend, does not preserve the संविधान or law, it becomes what? Violation of constitution and it becomes a ground. ये ग्राउंड बन जाता है किसके लिए? इम्पीचमेंट के लिए. am I clear? भुवनेश्वरी गुड इवनिंग डियर. राइट, it becomes a ground. So always remember. आप देखते हैं आर्टिकल 61. Today we will see the article 61. This is also very important, है ना. It is regarding what? Impeachment. Impeachment of president. I will just give you a flow. आपको इस फ्लो को फॉलो करना है. That's it. That's it. सिर्फ फ्लो बताऊंगा आपको, वो फ्लो को आप फॉलो कीजिए. ठीक है, ओके. जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकंड गाइस. आर्टिकल 61. ठीक है, हाँ थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड का इश्यू है, पता नहीं क्या है, कोई बात नहीं. चलो Always remember the term impeachment is a term है. This term impeachment, it is a simple language. It is a removal. Term means removal. And remember one more thing, that this term impeachment, the term is used only with respect to president, for president only. And this statement is a PYQ. It was a PYQ. Am I clear? The term impeachment is used for removal of what? President, CGI, वगैरह वगैरह. The term is actually used for president. ठीक है? Some facts. Fact number 1. ठीक है? Then always remember. Sir, speak loudly. I am getting low voice. See, Venki, you can see over here. Can you say this? The volume over here. It is completely 100%. अब पता नहीं अभी आवाज कम क्यों आ रहा है, ये पूरा 100% है. ठीक है. So article 61 talks about basically, okay, chalo. So basically for impeachment of president, you need to, in the grounds. What are the grounds? The ground is what? Only it should be ground, not grounds. The ground is only one. What is it? It is violation of constitution. It is only violation of constitution. Now regarding it, it is actually mentioned. It is actually mentioned in Samvidhan, but it is not defined. The problem is that because it being not defined, इसको define नहीं किया है, इसके लिए it is very subjective. It is very subjective. ठीक है? Now let's begin the procedure. Just एक flow में procedure लिए कोई issue नहीं. ठीक है? Now for the removal, now let's begin the procedure. Okay, एक काम करेंगे like this. Procedure. First it will be grounds, right? Then basically it is initiation. The ground will be initiated only by in the parliament only. In the parliament only. Means the initiation cannot done by the state legislatures. Okay. Third. Now for initiation, I need to have a resolution. 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 What is the meaning of resolution? Resolution means very important substantive motion. Substantive, just understand it. Substantive motions. So what do you mean by this? Substantive motion means a motion is nothing but a proposal. Motion is nothing but a proposal. Okay? Now we have different types of motions. Subsidiary hai, alliance, ancillary motion hai, right? We have different type of motions. Among that motions, we have something called as substantive motion. And a substantive motion is something which contains very important matters. Now see, removal of president is a very important subject, right? So that is what is called as substantive. Initial resolution. Now this resolution should have a support. Support. अच्छा ठीक है, नहीं. Resolution ठीक है. Okay. Now let's begin the flow. आप फ्लो पे आते हैं. So the initiation can be introduced, the resolution can be introduced in either house. Either house means what? Any house. ठीक है. Now when it is introduced in any house, during that introduction we need 25 members, 25% MPs. It is 25% of that house. 25% MPs we needed to sign it. Then it can be introduced. So यहाँ पे we need support of 25% MPs of that house. ठीक है. Then during that a 14 days notice is given to whom? To the president. Am I clear? ठीक है. Now because of the background ना I'm writing it in the next slide. वापस थोड़ा सा I'm sorry for this sir. It can be introduction of a resolution है ना. So it is उसमें लिखा बुक्स में क्या लिखा देखिए. बुक्स में लिखा है resolution 1/4 members है ना in any house and introduction resolution any house, that is 1/4. What they have written? 1/4 of strength of house. 1/4 of strength of house. Right? 1/4 membership of the house. One-fourth of membership of the house. Membership. Okay. ठीक है. Membership. It means how many percent? 25%. ठीक है. 25% need support. ठीक है. Then we give 14 days notice. Notice to who? To the president. ठीक है. उसके बाद now see this house, any house. Now यहाँ पे 25. So this house, it is called the first house. We will count first house, right? Simple language. Now this first house is what? These are framing charges, right? So what are the charges regarding? The charges are regarding violation of constitution. Yes or no? Everyone? So always remember, this first house will be called as framing house. Please remember this. Framing house, because that house is framing charges. Am I clear? I repeat, it can be any house. See, it can be any house. Okay? Now in this 14 days, now what will happen? The framing house, what will do? So it will do the discussion, right? And after the discussion, it will do the voting, the final voting. Agreed? Simple. Now in that final voting, it can be either no, matlab resolution can be cancelled out, or it can be either yes. Agreed? Just go by simple way. It can be either no, or it can be either yes. Agreed everyone? Right? If it is no, baat khatam. But if it is yes, then the house is to pass it by special majority. The bill or the resolution has to be passed by special majority. What is that? So that is 2/3 majority. Am I clear, everyone? Is this clear? So if you can see, for introduction, I need support of 1/4. For passing, I need support of 66%. Is this clear, Venki? Right? Okay, great. Now it is passed. It will go to the second house. See, in this entire process, the president is silent. It will the Rashtrapati is not going to do anything. है ना? Till date, मतलब introduction, resolution, 25% support, 14 days notice, framing house, discussion, voting, special majority passing. Is the president doing anything? Nahi. Now the president will come. Why? Because in the second house का एक ही काम है. What is the function of second house? The function is to verify. What verify? Verify the charges. Verify the validity or charges. Am I clear? नहीं, it won't continue. The Rashtrapati won't continue. ठीक है? It is to verify the charges or investigate the charges. That is why when the second house is investigating the charges, the second house will be called as investigating house. Investigating house. The first house is called as framing house. The second house will be called as investigating house. Am I clear? Now, okay, now during this investigation, now the president will come and the president will defend. The president will defend herself or himself. Right? The president will defend. यहाँ पे. Now, after that, what will happen? The second house in this process, the second house or the investigating house, right? It will have two options. Either to reject the charges, the case is closed, or to accept the charges. Agreed, everyone? Now, if the second house has to accept the charges, it will again accept by, बताइए, by special majority. No, the president won't continue during this period. That is what? 66%. Am I clear? Okay. The moment the second house also passes by special majority, that time from that date, the president is impeached. Remember this. The president is impeached. Now this is also very important. Why I have highlighted this date? Because it was a PYQ. UPSC had asked during this period. I'm writing over here. During impeachment period, ठीक है? President does not work. Is this clear, everyone? क्लियर है सबको ये? वेंकी, अर्चना, भुवनेश्वरी, जल्दी से बताइए, क्या क्लियर है आपको ये? पता नहीं आज बैकग्राउंड का इशू आ रहा है, कोई इशू नहीं है, ठीक है। ओके, नाउ टेल मी वन थिंग, लीगल नॉलेज वेरी गुड। नाउ टेल मी वन थिंग, ठीक है, whenever whenever, ठीक है, basically, so you will always see what happens in front of judiciary. what happen judiciary सामने क्या होता है? नंबर वन, सर, charges are imposed and that person will right to defend. Yes or no, guys? It happens within judiciary walls. Is this clear? And ultimately that the basically justice is delivered. Agreed, everyone? It happens in judiciary walls. Charges will be imposed and the person will defend himself or herself, right? So this is basically what this is basically. So this actually is called as a judicial process. Can I say this? Can I say this? It's a judicial process. Pakka? Up. If you can see in Article 61, you can see charges are imposed, right? By the charges are imposed by the framing house. Framing house. And ultimately, Rashtrapati defends in the investigating house, right? पक्की बात है. What I've written? Rashtrapati defends during the investigating house. So you can see. Can you see one thing that it is more or less a judicial process? It is more or less like a judicial process. Like charges are imposed. That person, that व्यक्ति is defending herself or himself. Agreed. But this entire process is happening where? कहाँ पे हो रहा है? Within. Is it happening within judiciary? Is it happening within judicial walls? No, sir. It is happening within parliamentary walls. Yes or no? Right? So, can you call itself a proper judicial process? What do you mean by judicial process? A judicial process means number one, it should be within in front of for judicial process I needed exactly in front of judicial wall. Number two, I need charges to be imposed. Number three, you defend. Okay? What is happening over here? Sir, charges are imposed. Yes. Defending is there. Yes. But is it happening within judiciary? No, sir. So that is why it is not a judicial process, but it is semi-judicial process. So that is why this process is actually called as what? Quasi-judicial, a semi-judicial process. Am I clear? It is called as quasi-judicial. समझ में आया सबको? Why is it called as quasi-judicial? You need to understand that. रट्टा मत मारो. Am I clear? Everyone? ठीक है? Right. Quasi means what? Quasi means basically like somewhat. Semi. Why semi? So because we can see like charges charges are basically levied and that person is defending. This is happening. Am I clear everyone? आर्टिकल 61 समझ में आया सबको? सही है? ठीक है? Right? Now, some more information I want to give you. Remember that actually, sir, okay, very good, Satyam. ठीक है. Now, what I've said that, sir, Article 61, Parliament, है ना? Parliament, Framing House, and investigating house, framing house and investigating house, both are using what? Passing Article 61. Both are passing Article 61 by special majority. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? बताइए जल्दी से. Special majority, right? But sir, as far I know, special majority is under Article 368. ये भी है. But always remember, whenever in Constitution, whenever you will feel that if something is passed by 2/3 majority, that is 66.6% majority, so that thing will become a type of special majority. Always remember, type of special majority. Am I clear? This is very important. So Article 61 is basically a what? It will come under a type of special majority. Is this clear, everyone? This is also important. Clear है, guys? Okay, one. Now you have seen. So what is this? मुझे एक बात बताइए. What we have written? 66% or a special majority of what? One thing is that is clear. This is one thing I want to tell you. Okay, sir, type of special majority. Now what I'm trying to say is that is second thing, which is also equally important, is that what is this 2/3 or 66% of what? Of total strength of the house. Agreed, everyone? Total strength of the, or basically it is membership. Yes. So this means, simple language, total MPs. Am I clear? बताइए. Now tell me one thing, भुवनेश्वरी मुझे बताइए, अर्चना बताइए मुझे, what do you mean by this total? ये जो लिखा है total means basically, can I say so? Total means basically of all MPs. Of all MPs, we need 66%. Yes or no? अरे agreed. अरे all का मतलब क्या सर? All का मतलब है, now can I say all means, excellent, all means elected MPs plus nominated MPs. Can I say this now? नहीं, पार्लियामेंट है ना, पार्लियामेंट मीन्स लोकसभा राज्यसभा. Yes or no, this is very important, and this is very important. Elected and nominated, agreed, of both houses. Agreed, पक्का. Now what I'm trying to tell you is that इसका मतलब है, what I'm trying to tell you is that even the nominated MPs participate. Agreed, everyone? Agreed. But now can I say that they, see what I'm writing, they only participate, see what I'm writing, they only participate only during Article 61 impeachment and not during election of president. Can I say that? बताइए. Not during election of president. This is important. Clear है? Okay. So what is the final conclusion now? So the final conclusions are presidential election, presidential impeachment. ठीक है, चलो. पार्लियामेंट, state legislatures, elected MPs, nominated MPs. Let's have a comparison. Election parliament, do MPs participate? Yes sir. State government? Yes sir. Elected MPs? Yes sir. Nominated MPs? No sir. पक्का? Okay. Krishna, impeachment, parliament? Yes sir. State legislatures? No sir. Elected MPs? Yes sir. Nominated MPs? Yes sir. Can I have this? So that means government of states have no role in Article 61. समझ में आया? The state legislatures have no role in Article 61. Am I clear everyone? Krishan, समझ में आया? चलो guys, first time quick. Very good. This is very important. ये आते हैं questions. This is important. These two are important. ठीक है? These two are important. चलो. Now let's come to the most important part of president chapter. That is, देखो जल्दी से, you can see violation of constitution. Yes sir. Mentioned. Yes. Defined. No. Any house. Okay. Resolution 25% in signed 14 days notice. है ना? जल्दी 14 days notice. 66% members sign. That means the first house has passed the house. Now the second house, it will investigate. Sorry, I will call it as a investigating house. है ना? president has the right to appear and representative over here. So यहाँ पे what is happening? The president is coming and defending over here. If second also passes by 66% majority, the president, है ना, from that date, this is what time and date मतलब that date. This is important. ठीक है, जल्दी से. It's a quasi judicial process, absolutely sir. And two important things are, what are the two important things? The nominated MPs of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, they participate even if in case they are not participating in the elections. Okay sir. Now, and the second important point is elected MLAs of UTs of states as well as the Union Pondicherry, they have no role in the impeachment. They can only participate in election. Am I clear? तो यहाँ पे I've written a conclusion, simple conclusion that it is only parliament and complete parliament of parliamentary participation. Only means what? यहाँ पे so only का मतलब होता है basically no state government. And complete का मतलब क्या है यहाँ पे? So elected MPs plus nominated MPs. At this moment, no Rashtrapati has been impeached. ठीक है, जल्दी से अब वैकेंसी देखते हैं. So vacancies basically, if you see, we can divide. अरे यार, sorry है. If you can see, guys, we can divide these 5. We can this. Sir, what is this? Expiry of term. मतलब point number 5. Point number first is saying that complete term is basically what? Finished. But point number 2, 3, 4 and 5. I repeat, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In all these, basically in all these 4 categories, the complete term is not finished. Term, right? Now resignation will give to who? To the vice president. The vice president will hand it to who? To the speaker. ठीक है? Removal by impeachment by under article 61. ठीक है? Death, unfortunately, or otherwise, we have discussed this also. Otherwise, ठीक है, बैकग्राउंड हो रहा है क्या अभी? पता नहीं बैकग्राउंड का इश्यू क्या आ रहा है. चलो ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. ओके, and if he becomes disqualified to hold office, if the election is declared void, याद रखना, not as person, the election is declared void. Now my question to you is, this election is declared void by whom? Who declares the election of Rashtrapati as void? जल्दी से. Very good, Supreme Court only. And this decision is basically, the decision of Supreme Court is basically what? Final. Excellent, बढ़िया. This final, ठीक है. Now what happens? See, in all of the 4 terms, ठीक है, in all of the 4 terms, if there will be vacancy, है ना, मतलब आराम से पढ़िए. What I'm trying to say is that the first term is basically the first point. Now what I'm trying to, we are reading is what? Vacancy. जल्दी से देखिए. वैकेंसी, तो वैकेंसी कैसी रहेगी बेसिकली? है ना, लाइक completion of term, है ना, and before completion of term. ठीक है, यहाँ पर we have we have 4 grounds. ठीक है, in all these 4 grounds. ठीक है, always remember what the point is saying, that there shall be there shall be elections. This, please remember this, there shall be elections within 6 months. Within 6 months. This is very important. There shall be elections within 6 months. Am I clear? Now what will happen? Now see, if the term is getting complete over here, अब यहाँ पे टर्म कंप्लीट हो रहा है ना, तो इसका मतलब है इलेक्शंस टू दी न्यू प्रेसिडेंट ये हो चुका है. ठीक है, ये हो चुका है. अब यहाँ पे क्या है, यहाँ पे इन दिस फोरग्राउंड क्योंकि बिफोर हुआ ना, ये बिफोर, यहाँ पे वी विल हैव व्हाट, द रोल ऑफ एक्टिंग प्रेसिडेंट. Am I clear? Now this role is performed by whom, guys? This role is performed by the Vice President of India. This is very important. Am I clear? Right? So this is very much clear that what, sir, the Vice President, okay, can perform the role of acting president, but for maximum, how many months? Maximum 6 months. Because na, for maximum 6 months, because in these 6 months we will have elections for new president. ये कंक्लूजन याद रखना. मतलब and for this 6 months, basically when the vice president is performing acting president, the vice president will not perform the role of, बताइए क्या है, presiding officer. Presiding officer of what, guys? The presiding officer of, that is what, that is chairman role of what, of Rajya Sabha. So in these 6 months the role will be presided by the deputy chairman. Am I clear? Very good. क्लियर है ये सबको? कोई डाउट किसी को जल्दी से? Anyone having any doubts? Am I clear? ठीक है. Now why this is important? कि basically I told you ना कि I've already told you the statement what Article 52 says, there shall be a president of India. We have Article 52 says that है ना, Article 52 says that. ठीक है, just wait guys, I want to confirm this. Article 52 या 53 है, more or less Article 52 नहीं. हाँ, Article 52 है वो. There, yes, I'm correct. Article 52 saying there, very good Venki, there shall be. Shall का मतलब क्या है? That the chair of President of India, this chair है ना, it should never be vacant. इसका ये मतलब है, it should never be vacant. Never be vacant का मतलब क्या? उसमें कोई भी इट शुड नो गैप, कोई गैप नहीं होना चाहिए। और दिस टर्म गैप यहां पे लिखा है, दिस मीन्स नो इंटररेग्नम। द टर्म यूज्ड इन लक्ष्मीकांत सर बुक इज दिस, दैट शुड बी नो इंटररेग्नम, मतलब नो गैप। आई एम क्लियर एवरीवन? ठीक है, नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दैट इज, चलो जल्दी से देखो, इन द टर्म ऑफ एक्सपायरी द इलेक्शन मस्ट बी हेल्ड बिफोर एक्सपायरेशन within 6 months. But sir, but what if the expiry is before this? ये भी हो सकता है ना, तो यहाँ पे by any reason, and any reason means basically reason number 2 से लेके 5 तक, arguing president continues basically to hold office, ठीक है, until new, why sir? अच्छा it is not 2 to 4, ठीक है ना? If in case by any reason if the arguing president continues, why? Until the new president comes. Why? In order to prevent an interregnum. Now, what is this prevent an interregnum? Means prevent a gap. Yeah. Now, in this period, this is important. In if vice president vacant, then new elections will happen. Even in vice president, new elections will happen. There is nothing like acting vice president. वो नहीं होगा, अर्चना। हमें क्लियर? वैसा नहीं होगा। अच्छा, एक चीज और याद रखना। What is that, sir? It is, see, है ना, है ना, we have seen in case of vacancy to the office of basically president as well as vice president. So basically यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? New elections. What we have written it is new elections. ठीक है? In the rule is that it is यहाँ पे within 6 months, right? And the post for the post of vice president it is written as ASAP, as soon as possible. That's it. ये भी याद रखिए. This is the difference. Within 6 months, it is ASAP possible. Am I clear? This is also important. Please remember this. ठीक है? Okay. In this which situation? यहाँ पे till the new president takes charge, है ना? What is happening? The outgoing president is continuing. हाँ, यहाँ पे vice president will not do the role of acting president. Am I clear, everyone? Am I clear? Please remember this. Done? ठीक है? In this situation, vice president does not get opportunity to act as president or discharge functions. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Then first and quick. Okay. A vacancy by any of the above reason. Any of the above reason मतलब what? Reason number 2 से लेके reason 5. The election should be, देखो, should be within 6 months. Now the newly elected president will have a complete year of 5 years. ठीक है? हाँ, लेकिन देखा, if there is vacancy due to resignation, removal, death or otherwise का मतलब क्या है? When the election is declared void, यहाँ पे the acting president, the vice president will act as acting president. कब तक? Until new president. ये until मतलब क्या है? ये until का होता है that is maximum 6 months, क्योंकि the elections for the new president have to be done within 6 months. Am I clear, everyone? ठीक है, अभी कंडीशन क्या है? सिटिंग प्रेसिडेंट का मतलब क्या है? the present serving president. If he is unable to perform the duties due to illness and absence or any other cause, that time also the vice president will perform the duty as acting president. कब तक? जब तक जो serving है वो resume नहीं करता. Simple. This is also simple. चलो, तो वैकेंसी, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफिस वैकेंसी, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट. सर अगर इफ इन केस इफ इवन वाइस प्रेसिडेंट इज एब्सेंट, अगर वो भी नहीं है, देन चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया. अगर वो भी नहीं है तो सीनियर मोस्ट जज ऑफ इंडिया. ये याद रखिए, ठीक है. वैकेंसी, प्रेसिडेंट नहीं है, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट वो नहीं है, चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया वो भी नहीं है, तो सीनियर मोस्ट जज ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट. सिंपल. आते हैं पावर्स एंड फंक्शंस. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इसमें आपको फ्रैंकली बोलता हूँ, एग्जीक्यूटिव पावर्स है, एग्जीक्यूटिव पावर्स आपको सिर्फ पढ़ना है. ओनली रीड, ओनली रीड. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये भी ओनली रीड. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. डिप्लोमेटिक पावर्स ओनली रीड. मिलिट्री पावर्स ओनली रीड. एंड इमरजेंसी पावर्स आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. am I clear? इतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, वेरी नहीं लिखूंगा मैं, ये नॉर्मली. ये भी पकड़ लो, ये भी ओनली रीड में आएगा. चलो कोई इशू नहीं इसमें. So technically speaking, if you can see, actually it is what? It are the legislative powers of president and the judicial powers of president. These are very important. Yeah. The judicial powers of president are basically called as what? These are called as actually what? Pardoning powers. It will come under what? It will come under Article 72. This is very important. So why legislative powers? क्योंकि सर हमें पता है legislative का मतलब क्या होता है? Parliament. How come legislative powers? है ना? Because always remember, president, the parliament is made up of what? It is made up of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and what? President. The president जो होता है ना, president is not a MP, but an integral part of parliament. Integral part है. Am I clear, everyone? ठीक है. तो जल्दी से अभी एग्जीक्यूटिव पावर्स पट पढ़ते हैं. ठीक है, चलिए. एग्जीक्यूटिव पावर्स, ऑल एग्जीक्यूटिव एक्शंस आर टेकन इन दिस नेम. डेफिनेटली सर, ये रूल्स बनाते हैं. जस्ट वन रीडिंग, फास्ट एंड क्विक. रूल्स बनाएंगे रिगार्डिंग द मैनर इन विच द ऑर्डर्स एंड अदर इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट कैसे एग्जीक्यूट किया जाएगा उनके नाम में. यस और नो? Now if all the executive actions are taken, so basically he will specify the manner, how it are supposed to be authenticated, how this are supposed to be executed. Simple. He will make rules for the convenient transaction of the business, more convenient transaction of the business of matlab regular conduct of the union government, of the allocation of said business among the ministers. ठीक है, simple है. He will appoint the prime minister, and on the prime minister's advice he will appoint the other ministers. ठीक है. Now they hold the office during his pleasure. This is very important. They hold the office during this pleasure. ये याद रखना. मतलब this is called as basically, this is called as doctrine of what? Doctrine of pleasure. Pleasure of president. And always say, guys, whenever I'm using the word pleasure, doctrinal pleasure, that means no, that means no surety of term. That is no constitutional safeguard. Am I clear regarding the term? ठीक है. He makes the important appointments, appoints the Attorney General of India, Article 78. determines the remuneration वगैरह वगैरह. Even the Attorney General holds the office during the president president. Simple. He appoints the CAG Article 148 CEC Chief Election Commission ना 324 से लेके 329A. Other elections UPSC chairman. what are UPSC chairman? 315 से लेके 323 if I'm not wrong. Yes, chairman members, right? State governance, finance commission article 280 वगैरह वगैरह. ठीक है. Then just give one reading. If he wants any information regarding what, sir, regarding the administration of what, the union, है ना, proposals क्या है, कि कौन से laws लेके आने वाला है from the prime minister, he can ask for information. Simple. Am I clear? Point number 8 I will explain you. यहाँ पे देखो, he can appoint a commission to investigate into SCs, STs and OBCs. So article, this is article 340. Do you know something? We have something called as BP Mandal Commission. Then we have something called as Kaka Kalelkar Commission. No, the Kaka Kalelkar is basically what? These both are basically OBC commissions. The Kaka Kalelkar is first OBC commission around 1953, and BP Mandal Commission is second OBC commission around 1977 वगैरह वगैरह. Yes or no? Point number 8 I will discuss. Then he will appoint an interstate council, article 263. He will try to promote center state as well as interstate cooperation. मतलब is trying to promote federal cooperation. Yes or no? Then he will directly administer the union territories through what? Through administrators, lieutenant governors who are appointed by the Rashtrapati only, and he can declare any area. This is important. He can declare any area as well a scheduled area, and the powers with respect to admission of such scheduled area as an tribal area. Okay, so this powers are simple. Agreed? This power is simple. Now let's discuss the point number 8. So what the point number 8 is saying? So we know that basically decision taken by what? Council of Ministers. Agreed? Okay. Council of Ministers. Now this decision basically what? These are collective decision making. सही है, collective है ना, where basically where everyone of Council of Ministers are bound to respect and accept also. Yes or no? If in case you have a difference, you can resign, है ना. तो अब imagine करो, basically for just imagine this for a moment, there is one minister, ठीक है, he has something sort of a decision, but this decision actually is not being considered by who? By the Council of Ministers. Understood this? A minister has made a decision, but that is not being considered by the council. So what will happen? Now this minister will approach the president. Now the president will tell the prime minister that please ask the Council of Ministers to what? To consider such a decision. Am I clear, everyone? Sir, why PM, Baba? Because PM is the head of Council of Ministers. Always remember. And all the decisions of the Council of Ministers will be conveyed to the President by Prime Minister. That is why, if you can see over here, what I have written the Prime Minister in between, right? So that is why the Prime Minister is called as what? Communication channel. Between who? Between द काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स एंड प्रेसिडेंट। इज दिस थिंग क्लियर नाउ? बस वही लिखा है वो, दैट्स इट। Am I clear everyone? ठीक है मैक्स, गुड इवनिंग डियर, जय हिंद। इज दिस क्लियर? तो यहाँ पे आज रुकते हैं, वही लिखो। अब देखो पॉइंट नंबर 8, वी विल रीड इट अगेन। सी द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, द प्रेसिडेंट कैन, ठीक है, द प्रेसिडेंट कैन रिक्वायर मतलब आस्क, आस्क द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, ओके, टू सबमिट। सर क्या सबमिट करना है? कंसिडरेशन। किसको? काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स को। सर फॉर व्हाट? फॉर अ मैटर जिसके ऊपर डिसीजन लिया है किसी मिनिस्टर ने, परंतु वो जो मैटर है, वो जो डिसीजन है, इट हैज नॉट बीन कंसिडर्ड बाय द काउंसिल। इज दिस क्लियर ना? बिकॉज याद रखना ये पीवाईक्यू स्टेटमेंट है, इट्स अ पीवाईक्यू स्टेटमेंट। हमें क्लियर एवरीवन? कोई डाउट, कोई शंका यहाँ पे किसी को भी? जल्दी से बताइए। कृष्णन, चलो बढ़िया। So tomorrow we will take, basically we will cover legislative powers. These are very important. ये कल करेंगे हम लोग, very important. Clear है guys? Clear है? Okay. So thank you so much guys. I really appreciate that. थोड़ा सा background का issue था starting में. Sorry for that. Okay. प्लीज स्टे कनेक्टेड बिकॉज ऑफ मैं थोड़ा सा, मेरी तबियत ठीक नहीं है, हेल्थ नहीं, इस समय कुछ दिन लेक्चर्स नहीं ले पाया रिगार्डिंग प्रीलिम्स पेपर। हाँ, वापस रिज्यूम किया मैंने, कल से ही रिज्यूम किया है। प्लीज जो भी एस्पिरेंट्स सीरियस है, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ओनली सीरियस एस्पिरेंट्स, प्लीज आइए, ये 5000 एमसीक्यूज की सीरीज अटेंड कीजिए। डिटेल डिस्कशंस होता है, एग्जाम ओरिएंटेड अप्रोच भी है। सर ये कब होता है? ये होता है कहाँ पे? इट हैपेंस ओनली ऑन अनअकैडमी ऐप, है ना। ये कब होता है सर? ये होता है मंडे से लेके सैटरडे तक। कभी होता है ये? इट्स ईदर 12 नून और 10 इन द इवनिंग, एनी वन टाइम। आज कब होगा सर? आज रात को 10 बजे हो गया। एंड व्हाट वी आर डूइंग? वी आर डूइंग मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री। वी हैव स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम 1600, वी हैव कम अराउंड 1750s, एंड दिस एंटायर मंथ ऑफ, आई रिपीट, दिस एंटायर मंथ ऑफ मार्च, जितने भी 7-8 दिन बचे, मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री करूंगा मैं, याद रखना। Am I clear? And this initiative is absolutely free. This is absolutely free. Okay? The link to my Unacademy link, the link to my Unacademy app link, ये आपको नीचे दिया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन। सो मिलते हैं रात को 10 बजे मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री। प्लीज स्टडी गुड, स्टे सेफ एंड जय